Today I am going to start another chapter of economics, that is the globalization and the Indian economy. This chapter is very interesting, which is related to the contemporary economy. First of all, the question arises that why globalization came to India. Before knowing why globalization has come to India, we have to understand the economic development strategy of India after independence. Means, I would say that what was the background of coming globalization in India. So let us understand the economic strategy of India. Economic strategy of India can be divided under two heads. One is from 1947 to 1991, and second is from 1991 onwards. So what was the strategy followed by the government from 1947 to 1991, we are going to discuss here. The first feature of the economic strategy was the mixed economy. Now you will ask me, what is mixed economy, sir? The mixed economy means coexistence of private and public sector. I have talked about the private sector to you, that industry is owned by a private person or individual, and public sector I have told that it is owned by the government. So mixed economy, what is refers to? Coexistence of private and public sector. I have talked also about what is the main motive of private sector. The main motive of private sector is to earn more profit. But what is the main aim of the public sector? Is to earn profit but with social welfare. So in our country, it was decided that after independence, we will follow the policy of mixed economy. Means, another words we can say, the coexistence of capitalism and socialism. What is capitalism? Means profit oriented economy. What is socialism? Welfare oriented economy. So easy to understand. So mixed economy is coexistence of private and public sector and coexistence of capitalism and socialism. So mixed economy you have understood now. Now let us understand the second feature of the economic strategy. That is the promotion of public sector. Naturally, in public sector, just now I told you that social welfare is most important as compared to the profit. Then naturally, what we will do? That we will promote public sector for equitable distribution of income in the economy. Means everyone will have some money. It will not be concentrated in the hands of a person. So this is the concept of promotion of public sector. Third is private sector under strict control and restriction. Naturally, if I will promote one sector, naturally another sector will be under restriction. Means a lot of restrictions were imposed on the private sector for setting up industry. They had to take a license and so many things were there. Documentation process was there. So all these restrictions were there with the private sector. So what was the main aim behind it? Why we adopted such strict control on the private sector? Why did we develop more public sector? Why we adopted mixed economy? It is the aim behind was that to eliminate poverty. Naturally, when the public sector will be set up, naturally more employment opportunity will be there, and in this way income will be generated and poverty will be eliminated. The second is to reduce inequality of income. Means everyone will get employed. Naturally, some income will come in every family. Then what will happen? Inequality of income will be reduced. In our country, the socialism, do you know what it refers? Socialism refers that to reduce the gap between rich and poor. So, how we will reduce the gap between rich and the poor? By eliminating poverty, by reducing inequality of income. Then only it will be possible. And the last is the economic growth with social justice. Means economically we will grow taking into account the poor section of our society. So this was the main aim behind the strategy followed during the period from 1947 to 1991. Means mixed economy, promotion of public sector, private sector under strict control and restriction. Now, when we followed such policy, when we followed such strategy, then do you know what happened? A problem arose. What was the problem? That the public sector did not give production as required. Because of this, what happened? That a new policy was being initiated in our country in 1991, and what happened at that time? That Dr. Manmohan Singh was the finance minister, and he came with a policy named LPG. What is LPG? Not liquefied petroleum gas. No, it is L for liberalization, P for privatization, and G for globalization. And this LPG, which was introduced in 1991, opened the economy of our country. And this policy was called New Economic Policy of 1991, that is NEP, N-E-P, NEP. And with this started the concept of liberalization, privatization and globalization. Means we became liberal in economic activities, we privatized all the industries, our maximum industries we can say, and we globalized our economy. We connected ourselves with the different countries of the world. So, in order to understand the chapter globalization and the economy, you have to first understand the economic development strategy of India after independence and from 1991 to now onwards. So, in the next video, I will talk of another topic of globalization,